So guys, welcome back to the channel. So right here we have the Cocinare Gooseneck Kettle. And this is something nice. They actually emailed me and wanted me to review their products. And you know, when it comes to nice things, I definitely like reviewing stuff like this. And I gotta say, after using it, it works pretty well. So we're gonna actually go over every aspect of this kettle. Timestamps will be in description, and then we'll talk about the pricing and things toward the end of the video because I want you to focus on the functionality. So with that being said, it actually comes with this beautiful little coaster right here. I actually keep this on my desk, believe it or not. I love this coaster and I use it for the mini cups that I have on my computer desk because it matches the aesthetic of my desk a little bit. So we're going to put that to the side. Right here, it comes with a warranty guide. So it gives you 12 months right here and then a 6-month extended warranty. So a total of 18. You are going to have to register it yourself. So keep that in mind. And if you open it up, it gives you a list of questionnaires and things where if any concerns that you have, you can actually contact the company and get that taken care of. So let's move on. Over here, this booklet actually comes with the instructions, which is very important. And I'll have this posted in another section when we break this down about how to actually clean the kettle, how to boil it and things like that, and how it actually works. And it's pretty interesting. It has multi-functions, the kettle itself. And here is the product that you're waiting for. So it comes in 2 pieces. The first one right here is going to be the base itself, where this does need to be plugged in order to actually use it. And this is the device that will actually heat the kettle itself. You have a knob for twisting, which is I'm about to say the volume. I'm so used to doing headset reviews. The knob right here actually controls the temperature. You have the power button, you have a physical hold button that's multifunction, a timer button, then you have the Celsius button right here. And don't worry, we're going to go over that in its own section by itself. And this right here is the kettle. I think it looks really nice. Now you can get them with a design similar to like the boxes if you want to get the specialty item. I think that might cost a little bit more, but this is the one that they actually sent me. And I think this is a really, really nice looking kettle. Since I had it, I've been using it strictly for tea. Personally, my wife makes her own coffee and things like that, but I'm a tea guy and you know, use it for whatever you want for heating up water. It's really, really nice. But anyway, let's go over each section of the functionality and move forward. So first things first, if you look on your left-hand side in the top left-hand corner of the screen, you're going to see the instructions for this device and how it works, how to clean it, and how to actually use it. I'm going to leave that up there for the person that may have gotten this as a gift and misplaced the instructions, because sometimes that happens. We're only human and we make mistakes. I'm going to leave it up there for a couple seconds. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that when you first get this, you're going to make sure that you pour water inside of it. You're going to want to boil the water. I actually did it 3 times. I boiled the water up into the 212 Fahrenheit, poured it out, did it again 3 times, and to make sure that the device is clean for first time use. You always want to make sure you clean your appliances before you do anything. And this device actually lets you know to clean it because, again, you don't want any chemical residue or anything like that. That's why it's being boiled in the first place. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the actual functionality of the device. So this is the part where I show you guys how the kettle actually works. So you have 4 buttons right here, and then you have the physical knob. Now I'm going to zoom in on this part to make it a little bit easier for you guys. Let me do that real fast. Here we go. So you have the start button. If you tap this, as long as this button is white when you tap it, it means it's on standby. If you tap it again, it's going to start heating up the water. But for right now, we're just going to kind of leave that off, and I'll explain that part in a second. The first button right here is Celsius, Fahrenheit. As you can see, it switches between the 2. So for the Americans, which most people, I'm from the United States, and we normally use Fahrenheit for these type of things, you can actually adjust with the knob the temperature. Now I want to see how low this actually goes. Looks like it only goes down to about, are we still going down? How low do we go? I am curious. Because remember, you can set this to whatever temperature you want based on how you want your water to be. I am curious of how low it goes. I know the highest is 212. Okay, so the lowest is 100 Fahrenheit. And the highest is going to be 212 Fahrenheit. Now, if you're using this for Celsius, that's going to go ahead and that's going to be 100 Celsius for the highest. Just in case you were wondering. The second button is going to be the timer right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit the power button, turn this on. When it's orange, it means it's going to start heating up the water. The second button is the timer. If I tap that, it does a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Then it starts to count up. and you can basically time how long it takes for your water to actually heat up. Now, the interesting part is because this has touch controls, it's actually going to beep and let you know that the brew is ready, that the water is warm enough to be used and poured into whatever cup or bottle that you choose to use it for. Also, this is super important right here. Remember this one, guys. This is the hold button. If you hold the hold button, you're going to see a little symbol pop up where it's like a little microphone and an X, a little line going through it. It means you turn off the touch noises. So if I switch it between Celsius or anything now, as you can see, nothing's happening. You can't hear, but you can still see it on the display. And if you hold it again, it'll actually turn the sounds back on, like so. That's where that beep came from. And now you can hear it. I personally like the beep controls, but I do understand why some people wouldn't use it. You may wake up early in the morning, want to brew your tea, brew your coffee, and you don't want to wake up the entire family. They'll hear those noises. People start sniffing and smell the coffee, right? That's when they're supposed to wake up. So you can actually do it a little bit more silently. I do want to also say that if you hold the power button here, remember I told you how this button is orange? I'm actually, matter of fact, I'm going to let it go first, and I'm going to let it beep so you guys can hear it when it's ready, when it reaches the temperature. There you go. And it is ready. And automatically the symbol will stop heating it up and keep it there. Now watch this. This hold button has another function. If you tap it once, it'll keep the temperature at 212 for you. And they could do it within an hour. I'm going to turn that little timer off right now. So it has a function where when this is turned on and it's white, let's say after it reaches the optimal temperature, it will hold it and keep it warm for an hour. Remember, sometimes you might go out, you might have children, you might have to give someone a bath or something, and a lot of people forget what they have on the stove. This is why this kettle is so good, because you don't have to worry about it overheating or causing any type of fire. It'll regulate its heat and temperature. Now, the last thing is very, very important, and this is going to be the start. When you hold it, remember the screen is still on. You're going to have to turn this off, and if you hold this button right here, when the screen goes off, it means that the kettle is now officially off. The only reason you see this standby light is because it's currently plugged in. And that is how you use the kettle itself if you're trying to heat it up, or if you're trying to set a timer or switch it over to Celsius. So I want to show you this, and this is interesting. You know how you use a bottle and you pour that bottle, and sometimes it kind of like spills in the front of the bottle and it might pour over your shirt or something? Because this has the gooseneck part right here, let me touch it to see if it's hot. It's a little warm, so you don't want to touch this. If the heater, if once you heat up the water, make sure you don't touch this at all. You're going to want to just grab it by the handle. I just wanted to kind of test that. And if you do choose to take the top off, because this is like a rubberized top right here, woo, that's hot. Good Lord. Don't do what I just did. Safety first, always. Anyway, I'm going to show you how the water pours. And I know some people are like, what do you mean how the water pours? Well, ooh, the cup is dirty. I forgot I just had some tea inside that cup. So let me get another one for you guys. One moment. As a matter of fact, here we go. Let me use this guy right here, Mr. Coffee. So what I'm going to show you, right, is when you pour the water into this, see the nozzle right here? Let me get back into camera view. It pours so easily. And you can just pour it the way that you want to. Like, there's no resistance. There's no splash. Normally with bottles and you pour, it's like it just spreads everywhere and you can actually burn yourself. But I like this. This is really nice. And you know the craziest part? I'm not really a coffee guy. My wife loves coffee, so I'm going to do more reviews with this and kind of test it out. But she loves coffee. I'm more of a tea person. And we actually bought a bunch of different products just to test this out. And I got to say, I really, really like this kettle. Now, I know some people will say, well, you can just boil water on a pot. That's true. But for that person out there that wants to perfect the craft of their product, you're going to want something where you can have absolute temperature control. For me, I don't even use it at 212 Fahrenheit. I normally put it about 100 or so, or like 70 something, just to get it warmer, hot, but not boiling, burning hot, because, you know, I want to drink my tea. But yeah, this is nice. Look at that. No splash, no anything. It works as is. I really, really like this device. And I just noticed another feature that I wasn't paying attention to. Oh, I thought this, for a moment, the light went out. I guess it didn't. I was so focused on the pouring that I didn't even realize that. So yeah, this is a really nice product, I got to say. It is a specialty item. So understand the average person isn't going to necessarily want this, but for that person that likes boiling water at a certain temperature, they want to be able to have complete control of whatever it is that they do. It's not a bad product at all. This is the part that everyone's waiting for, the conclusion. Anyway, I like the product, but we are going to have to talk about pricing. So if you're in the market for electric kettle, they can range from a lot of money. I've seen some online for 180. I've seen some that cost more than that. And for me, I personally like this product because it seems to be in the middle ground. Now, I haven't had many kettles to actually compare this to, but so far there are many reviews out there that already reviewed this product, the specialty items from this brand. And my suggestion is to click on their videos and kind of get an idea of how you feel about the kettle itself. I'm just unboxing it from an amateur's point of view, and I really want to show you the functionality. But I don't think it's bad at all. It heats up the water. It does what it's supposed to do. I actually stopped using a lot of the pots that I have. Me and my wife completely redid our kitchen, right? So we got rid of a lot of the old stuff. We have mainly higher end appliances. We want everything to last a long time in the future. So when I got the opportunity to do this, I'm like, why not? My wife is constantly boiling water. And a lot of times she has this issue where she doesn't really pay attention to the temperature. She just kind of just turns the stove on to hell itself. And the water is piping hot where it can basically melt skin. But now that we have something that could do temperature control, I like that a lot. On top of that, when you use regular pots and things, the water splashes on you and you can get third degree, second degree burns and things like that. And just to drink some tea, that doesn't make any sense. So something like this will come in handy in our everyday life. So I appreciate the opportunity to get this. But again, it's a specialty item. The average person isn't going to buy this kettle. It's going to be for that person that's really into brewing their own coffee. It's going to be for the person that's really into brewing their own teas. It's going to be that person that may make things for younger children and stuff like that. So you want to be able to adjust the temperature exactly the way that particular person likes it, because everyone has their own preferences. And again, price tag, you're looking at $109, but it's on sale right now for $89 on the website, and the link is going to be in the description. So again, check out other reviews, see how you feel about the particular product. You know what you like. My suggestion is to definitely give this a shot, check out the reviews, and if it's good enough for you, definitely purchase. So anyway, with that being said, like and subscribe like always, guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. Till then, take care, peace, God bless, and I am out.